Welcome back, student, to my lecture on binary codes. In my previous lecture, I had a talk about the BCD code, what a natural BCD code, which is also called as 8421 code. Then over there, I have discussed that what is the meaning of a binary code decimal. I told you that there are certain weights that are attached to this binary code decimal 8421. Okay, and so we consider BCD to be a weighted code, and there are certain illegal code associated with it. Those numbers are, I have also given you those numbers as well, and we said that it is less efficient as compared to the pure binary number, and arithmetic operation using by BCD code are more complex than pure binary number. And then thereafter we had taken certain examples for it, how to convert it, how to convert a decimal to a BCD number. Then thereafter we had given you the entire tabulation for converting the decimal to binary, and then from binary to BCD, how does it look? So always remember, when we are supposed to talk about a binary coded decimal, each number will have to convert it into 4-bit binary numbers. Okay. Now then we had a talk about the BCD addition, how we can perform a BCD addition with the help of certain examples I have already mentioned to you. Okay, that how to perform this BCD addition. Okay, this I have already mentioned. Like I have compared also with ordinary addition, algebraic addition, and BCD addition. There are changes between the two. Then we had a talk about some more examples we had to talk about. Okay, I gave you some more examples and all. Okay, what happens if there are illegal codes? If the sum comes to an illegal code, how to perform the addition? All these things I have shown you. BCD subtraction as well, I have shown you how to go for this BCD subtraction. Okay, so today what we are actually trying to find out is like we want to talk about a gray code and all, an XS3 code. Okay, so what is the meaning of saying XS3 code, and what is the meaning of saying the gray code? Now let us begin with XS3. It is also called XS3 code. Okay, now XS3 code, it is equal to what? 8421 BCD plus 0011 binary. Okay, now 0011, it is the binary number. It is a binary conversion of the decimal number 3. Okay, so what you are supposed to do, XS3 code is the sum of 8421 BCD plus 0011. This will become more this you can understand more when I discuss the things with the help of an example. Now, if you talk about the XS3 code, it is a non-weighted BCD code. You always remember that. If you talk about the natural BCD code, it is a weighted code. But if you talk about XS3 code, it is a non-weighted BCD code. Okay, this is also called, it is also known as the self-complementing code. There are certain illegal code that are associated with it. Okay, these are the one. Okay, and then if you talk about the example, as I told you, that if with example things will become more clear. Now for example, you say I'm having the decimal number 14. So in BCD, how will I represent one? I'll have to represent it by 4-bit binary. So 0001, 4 can be written as 0100. Now XS3 code, what will you write? Okay, this will be written as 0100 and 0111. Now what actually we did is that here whatever you are finding, so here you see BCD is 001 and 0111. So what did I wrote? 8421 BCD plus 0011. So we have added 0011 with these BCD codes. Okay, and then we have arrived this answer. Okay, this is, I'll talk in an elaborate manner. Okay, so see, if you talk about the X3 addition, how will you perform X3 addition? So what will you do? You'll have to add 0011 to the group which generated carry, and then subtract 0011 to group which do not generate carry. So this is very important thing. If there are carries are there, so you'll have to add 0011 to those group which generate carry, and subtract 0011 to those group which do not generate carry. Okay, for example, suppose you say this is the number 247.6 plus 359.4. This is a simple algebraic addition. Answer is 607.0. What you are supposed to do? You will have to convert here. You'll have to convert each number into the BCD. So 2 can be written as 0101, 4 is 0111, 7 is 1010, and 6 is 1001. Same way, If you want to write 359.4, this is the one equivalency. And now you'll have to perform the addition. Okay, now you see what I'm doing. 1 1, it's 0, carry is 1. Again 1 1 0, carry is 1. Again 1 1 0, carry is 1. 1 1 0, carry is 1. So this carry I'm writing it before the point. So 1, this the one which is marked with red, this is the carry actually. Okay, then we have this one 0 0, it's 0. 1 0 1, 0 1 1, 1 1 0, so carry is 1. So you'll have to take it to this other side. Okay, then comes here this one 1 0 1, 1 0 1, 1 0 1, and 0 1 is 1. Okay, and this is 1 0 1, 0 1 1, and 1 1 0, carry is 1. So here it is 1. Okay, now this is not the end. Rule said that if carry is generated, okay, then you will have to add 0 0 1 1 to the group. And if carry is not generated, you'll have to subtract 0 0 1 1 from the group. Now here what we will find, that carry is generated. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to add here 0 0 1 1. So we are propagate the carry. Okay, so for what is the second step? We need to propagate the carry. So propagating the carry, I'm taking the one to this side, taking that carry to this side. That is the reason I wrote the carry by what letter? By a red letter. Okay, so 1 I'm carrying it, this I'm propagating it. Okay, so I'm getting here 0 0 0, 1 1, here it will be 0. Okay, so here it is. So carry is generated. I'm just adding 1 here, right? So 0 1 1, 1 ka 1, 1 ka 1, 0 ka 0, 1 is carried over here, so it will be 1 1 0. Okay, 1 1, here I'm carrying this one, right? So when I'm carrying this one here, so it becomes 1. So 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. Again 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. 1 1 is 0, carry is 1. So, and then this one will remain as it is. Okay, now you see here, this one is carried. So what you'll have to shift it, okay, to propagate the carry to the backward direction. So I'm carrying this one over here. Okay, so what we are getting, this will remain as it is, second one number will remain as it is. Okay, third will remain this way, and this is 1 comes here. Since 1 1 is 0, carry is 1, so it will be 1 1 0, carry is 1, 1 1 0, and then 0, and then 1. Okay, so this is 1. Now here you see, here carry, who says that group which generate carry, you'll have to add 0 1 1 1. Now this is a group which is generating the carry. So for this entire thing, what we'll have to do, we'll have to continue it unless we are getting 4 digit group. Okay, like here we are getting 5 digit group. No, so I'll have to continue propagating one. Here again I'll see, here I'm getting one more extra, so go on propagating that. Okay, after that, because carry is generated here, so what I need to add is, I need to add 0 0 1. So I'm adding to each number 0 0 1 1. Okay, so here is 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 0 1 1, 0 0 0, 0 0 0, 1 1 0, carry is 1. Okay, 1 1 0, carry is 1. 1 1 0 and 0 1 1. Okay, 1 0 1 and 0 0 1. Okay, now this you understood. Did you understand? 1 1 0, carry is 1. So 1 1 0, but 1 is carried now, so here I am writing that carry. 1 0 1 and 0 0 1, 0 1 1. Okay, 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1, and this is 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0, sorry, 0 0. Here I am subtracting the one for which 1 is carried. Okay, here what, see, I said add 0 0 0 1 to group which generate carry. So these are the group which is generating the carry, these are the group which is generating the carry, so I'm adding them up. And you subtract 0 0 1 1 to group which do not generate carry. Now if you see this one, this is not generating any carry, so I'll have to subtract this. So 0 1 1, 0 1 0 1 1, 0 1 0, and 1 0 0, and 1 0 1. Subtracting, no, I'm subtracting it. That is the reason I'm writing it like this. So it is 1 0 0 1. Okay, so this is x3 addition. Same way we may proceed for this x3 subtraction. Here you'll have to subtract 0 0 1 1 to the group which generate the borrow, and add 0 0 1 1 to the group which do not generate the borrow. Okay, for example, this is what we are getting. This is a simple algebra, okay, and here this is the using this accessory code how we are doing it, okay. So we'll get this one, you can just verify this one. Okay, this is simple addition and subtraction which we did. Now the most important topic which I am gonna talk is about the gray code, okay, and then we will talk about the conversion of also. So what is gray code? Only one bit changes between each pair of successive code word. Means successive code word, if you talk about the successive code word, only there will be a one bit change in every pair, okay. The gray code, it is a reflected code. Gray code are designed recursively using the following. How to design this code, okay. So one bit gray code has two code words, 0 and 1. If you are having one bit gray code, it will have two code words. It will be, what are those? 0 and 1. The first 2 to the power n code words of an n plus 1 bit gray code equal the code word of n bit gray code written in order with a leading 0 appended. Now this I'll explain you. Same way, the last 2 to the power n code word of an n plus 1 bit gray code equal the code word of an n bit gray code but written in reverse order with a leading 1 appended, okay. So if I want to talk about it, say these are the examples of gray code. Now this is a decimal code. This is in binary form. Now in gray form, how will you write it? 4-bit you will write it 001, 3-bit you will write 000, 2-bit 00, and 1-bit is 0. For 1, it is how will it? 4-bit, 3-bit, 2-bit, and 1-bit you are supposed to write, right? So you have 001, correct? Then in 3-bit you will write 001, 2-bit you will write 01, and 1-bit you will write 1. What about this one? 0011 in 4-bit. Then it is 3-bit. This is 2-bit. But 1-bit I cannot write now because this already consists of 2-bit only. So if I need to write it 1-bit, then I can't write 1. But had it been 0 here, you could have written 1 here. Okay. For 3, it is 0100. Then in 3, you just have to take this 3. In 2-bit, you will have to take the rest 2. Okay. So this way you are supposed to proceed. Okay. So this is about the gray code and all. Now let us see some example of it. Okay. Now how will you convert a binary to gray and gray to binary? Okay, how to convert a binary number to gray and gray to binary conversion? Okay, for that what you are supposed to do, conversion of n bit binary to gray code is as follows. Convert, suppose this is a question, convert 10012 to gray code. Okay, आपको convert करना है 1001 को gray code में. So आप पहले क्या करोगे? You will write down the binary number 1001. Okay. Then what you are supposed to do in gray? One, you know what you will do? First number you write it as it is. So 1 will remain as 1. Then what you will do? You know, 1 0 का combination लिखोगे. 1 0 is okay. Then you will have to perform this operation. Okay. Okay. This is an example of OR operation. No. So now what you will do? Now you see. What will you do? 1 you are writing as it is. Then what will you do? 1 0, that is 1, right? Then 0 0, that is 0, and 0 1, that is 1. समझ में क्या करना है? How to do it? You are having this binary number. First letter you write as it is. Then you will perform this exclusive OR operation. One exclusive OR with 0. 1 0 gives 1. Then 0 0 gives 0, and 0 1 gives 1. Okay. So this is the gray to gray conversion of binary to gray. Now gray to binary conversion, another example. What will you do? Conversion of n bit gray code to binary is as follows. What you will have to do here? Suppose you say you are having a gray code 1101. पहले मैंने क्या दिखा? Binary को gray code में करने का. अभी what we want to do? We want to convert the gray code to binary. Now here you see the most important thing is, here when I'm writing this code now, I'm not giving any base. So if I just write it like this, if I write 1101 and I said identify the code, so this is a gray code because I'm not mentioning any. Gray code consists of 2 digits, that is 0 and 1. So it is same as binary, but how to identify that which one is your binary code, BCD code, and which one is your gray code. So if there is no base, then it's a gray code. So here I have not written any base, so that means it's a gray code. So the question arises, you need to convert this gray code to a binary code. What will you do? Okay, so the conversion is as follows. First you will write the gray code as it is, then binary. What will you do? One, you will write the way it is written. Okay, first letter you will write it as it is, and then you will do like this, cross way, means 1 1. Exclusive OR gives what? 0. Are you getting it? This is a symbol for exclusive OR. So 1 1 gives me 0. Then what will you do? 0 0. Okay, because 1 1, that is 0. Then 0 0, here it will be 0. See here, 0 0, it's 0. Then 0 1, it's 1. So this is how to convert. Okay, suppose for example, if someone is asking you, say I want to convert, say this is a binary number, I want to convert it into gray code. So what will I do? I will write 1 as it is. No, I told you I will write here 1 as it is. Then what we do? 1 plus operate it, exclusive OR operation. This symbol source is exclusive OR. 1 0 gives what? 1. Then 0 0 gives me 0, and 0 1 gives me 1. So have you seen this binary number 1001? If you want to write it in gray, how will you write? If you write it, you will write it as 1 1 0 1. So it is correct, because this is the gray equivalency, gray code for the binary 1001. Okay, so this is the way you need to proceed. Okay, you are supposed to process in this way. This is the way to do in the examination. Simple is this. Here you will have to perform the exclusive OR operation. But how to write down the first letter or the first number? The first number will be same as the first number you just copied on. Had it been 0 here, no? Had it been 0 here, suppose you say if this would have been 0. अगर इसके जगह अगर आपका 0 होता तो आप यहाँ बाइनरी में क्या लिखते? 0 लिखते. अगर यहाँ पे सपोज मानो मेरे पास नंबर है, you see I'm just telling you the number, I'm saying say if this would have been the case, instead of 1 you are having 0 here. So what will you do? You will write 0 here. Okay, then what will you do? 0 1, it is 1. Here it would have been 1. Okay, then 1 0, it would have been 1. And 1 1, it would have been. This is the thing you'll have to repeat it. Okay, I'm again repeating. See here. Suppose you say this is the case. No, suppose you don't have this one. Suppose you say that you are having like this, something of this sort. This is 1. No, here suppose you are here. Suppose it was 0. Means the gray code was, suppose by the by you say the gray code was 0 1 0 1. Then what I'll have to do? I'll have to write the first letter, first bit as it is. No, so this is 0. Means I will write here 0. Then what? You'll have to do like this. Means here it was 0. So 0 1 1. Then 1 0 1. Then 0 1 1. So answer would have been like this. Okay, so this is how to convert a binary number. It is how to convert a gray code into a binary code. Now this conversion is important. You can get so many examples based on that. And if someone is asking you want to identify the gray code and the binary code, what you need to do is this. It is as simple as it is. You just have to do what? You just have to see the base. If there is no base given with the number, then it is a gray code, or else it is a binary code. Okay, and this is the conversion of it. Say I'm saying like this. Suppose you say I'm having say the thing is 0, suppose my question is 0 1 0 1. So say this is the gray code. I want to convert it into binary. So what will I do? I will write the 0 as it is, right? I will write that this is what the trend. So I will write the 0 as it is. Then what I'll do? 0 1. 0 1 is 1. Right? Then what you'll do? 1 0. That is 1. And 1 1 it is 1. Sorry, 1 1 it is 0 here because it is XOR gate I'm talking about. No, the 1 1 it will be. Take 1 1 it will be. So this binary number 0 1, so this gray code 0 1 0 1 can be written in binary as 0 1 1 0. You can verify it. You convert this binary now to gray, and if you find it to be 0 1 0 1, then your answer is correct. Otherwise, not. Okay. So this is